Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle here, joined with Occupancy, and we got another big slate today. Decent chunk of MLB, couple double headers in there. I know we have 3 NBA games and way too many hockey games. What is it, 10 hockey games today?
Yeah, north of 10.
Yeah. So, and it always seems whenever Nick's not on the stream, we always have way too many hockey games.
Oh, we got
And then
9, my
whenever
bad.
Nick's on, we always get like 3. So, that's kind of a cruel schedule for Nick. But hopefully we'll have a good day today. Before we jump into today's slate, we'll go back and look what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong. Hey, I actually won one bet in the NBA yesterday. I hit the Dallas Mavericks. Other than that, it was the National Blowout Association again, as Denver gets blown out and Toronto gets blown out. Memphis won straight up, so that was kind of nice. Other than that, yesterday's baseball slate, I think was. Oh wait, yeah, no, I didn't do good. I got the Minnesota Twins in the beginning of the day. They won. That was kind of nice. I had the Mets over, which got postponed, and after that, I didn't win anything. I had Pittsburgh, I had Angels, and I had the Orioles as our best bet yesterday, and we went 0-3 with those dogs. So I picked the wrong dogs. There was, Colorado who won. There was Chicago who won, but I picked the wrong dogs. It happens. At least I got Minnesota yesterday. So it ended up being a 1-1-3 day. Well, there's a new slate today, and hopefully we have a good one. Occupancy, how have you been doing the past couple of days?
Past couple days have been okay. The weekend, I think I ended up splitting. Yesterday, baseball did pretty well. I was on Colorado, San Diego team total, Dodgers. I was on the Rays, so that one not so great, but yeah, the home opener in Oakland kind of thing. I kind of looked the other way with you guys, and I mean, it's worth dog hunting at this time of year. And there's probably a lot today. They don't have a lot to cheer for anymore. And it's the Warriors away, the football team left. Like it's kind of a sad place. There's a lot of crime, and yeah, it's just they love their baseball team, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, I lost a money line bet with the Rays. I was pretty upset about that. They looked pretty good, and just couldn't really get it done. It was a cold day there too. It was actually snowing at that game. So yeah, definitely winter baseball here.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. We normally don't see snow, mid-April?
Yeah, but Windy City, I guess, little flurries.
Anything's possible, I guess. That's fine. Um, yes, first one here. There you go. Today, I like the Mets in the first game. I like Mets both games, but I'm not betting that. Boston. Okay, Red Sox. So Red Sox. We'll go over that game. And Memphis parlay. Gotcha. Because when you said Memphis, I was looking at NBA, and I was trying to remember whether or not the Celtics were playing today because you said Boston. But Celtics are not playing today. You mean the Red Sox. Or do you mean the Bruins? Because they also play today. Be a little bit more specific. Give the team names instead of the cities, especially during this time of year. Because if you go and say New York, are you talking about the Mets, the Yankees, the Islanders, the Rangers, the Knicks when they were playing? Like, be more specific. I end up getting there at the end because I'm guessing you're doing baseball and then a basketball game. But if anybody has any questions, make sure you put the team, not the city. Very confusing. Especially Boston that has 3 teams playing right now. NBA playoffs has been a snoozer. It has been. Yep. There's been like 3 good games. What's up, guys? What's up, Nathan? 6 of the last 7 days have been profitable for Nick. Up 10 units in the last 7 days in hockey. There you go, Nick. There you go. All right, we'll go ahead and jump into some baseball because there's a lot of it today. We'll start off. The Diamondbacks are in Washington taking on the Nationals. Nationals are 130 favorites. Total of 8. This is game 1 of the doubleheader. I do not have a line for game 2. Right? Yeah, I don't have a line for game 2. We just have a line for game 1, so that we're only going to go over game 1 with it. Madison Bumgarner, Josiah Gray to start it off. Occupancy, I'll let you go first and see what you think.
Yeah, this was going to be my best bet yesterday. I kind of think Josiah Gray is a bet on pitcher. I know he had trouble. I think his start against the Mets, he didn't do so great. I think the Mets won that game. But in the start after that, he did great against Atlanta. So I'm going to him. I like, kind of some. I hope to see some defense in the first 5 here. I took the under 4.5. It got rained out yesterday. I'm seeing 0% chance of rain, 16-mile-per-hour winds left to right, 48 Fahrenheit. So it's not super nice baseball weather, but they're going out there. So I don't know. I think the under is a good look, and I took Washington on the full game and first 5 -0.5. When I look at the stats, the Diamondbacks are last in the majors right now in runs for. They're not getting it done. They looked okay against the Mets, but they're putting up they're rebuilding here. Let's call a horse. And for hits, I mean, the Nationals are actually in the top 5 or 6 now. They have 85 hits, way above the league average right now. So stats don't lie. I'm rocking with the Nationals. Feel pretty good about this game, and yeah, you get some early action baseball for us Tuesday. So yeah.
Yeah, I like a little bit of early action. I would be on the Nationals too. I feel like if in my case at -130, I'd probably lean towards a run line and get some plus money involved. This Diamondbacks team is not hitting. Seth Beer has a 381 batting average, and I believe he's the only one over a 200 batting average on the Diamondbacks. They're not hitting. That's just a simple fact. Josiah Gray came over in the Max Scherzer trade, so obviously the Nationals see something in him for like a rebuild. I think that Washington can definitely have a solid game today. And you can – I think they win like 4-1, something in that nature, because I don't think they're going to get too much offense but against Bumgarner. But this Diamondbacks team just does not score. So, no, yeah, I would lean Nationals with you, and I would also lean towards the under. Keep in mind, guys, I know the last 2 years, everybody's used to doubleheaders being 7 innings. They are no longer 7 innings. They are 9 innings. So just keep that in mind when it comes to totals and stuff with these doubleheaders. They are 9 innings. They are no longer 7. So I figure I'd throw that one out there just so people understand that. It is back to that with the recent contract thing over the offseason. So a collective bargaining agreement, CBA. It is now 9 innings. So figure I'd let you guys know that one. Lean towards the Nationals. I did not get to anything in this game. Hi, awesome people. Hi, Rat. She's sitting right behind my computer. The girl, not the rat. New York Mets, yes. Red Sox, yeah, I can go Red Sox against the Blue Jays. That's fine. And the Boston Bruins money line. I have no clue who the Bruins are even playing. So
I don't hate it.
Wait, they're against the Blues. I remember typing that up.
Yeah. We'll talk about that on the slate, but Blues are hot, but I don't know if they'll stay hot forever, right? I mean, all teams end, streaks end, so.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in about an hour when we get to hockey. Diamondbacks bullpens bet against. Yes. Finally got this line. Finally got this line. I'd like to add Washington first 5 under 4. All right, have fun, Nick. Nationals team total over 4 -110. Why not? Grizzlies -3. Wild money line. I'm guessing that's a teaser on the 3, or that's a first half. So, yeah, why not? Mad Bum has been decent, but he has been hit hard when he does get hit. Correct. And whenever he gets hit, he's going to let balls fly. 2.25 ERA for Mad Bum, but his Sierra is 7.3, which means he will be. Yeah, I know he's down for some regression. He's not going to be a good pitcher this year. He had a couple of good starts, so sometimes one and the same. All right, CSM, that works. Speaking about my Mets, they're minus 120 favorites in game one. Total of 7. We get Alex Cobb, Taylor McGill. This line has moved because when I was looking at it last night, it was a 6. Now it's up to a 7 where it's supposed to be because there's 18-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. Taylor McGill has been solid. 2-0. He's been one of the best pitchers in baseball first 2 starts of the year. 6 hits, no earned runs, 11 strikeouts, no walks. A .58 whip for the first 2 games. Solid. Came out of nowhere. Alex Cobb, he's been pitching pretty decent this year. He had 1 start, which went 5 innings, 2 earned runs, and 4 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 2 walks in those 2 starts. So a very solid start for Alex Cobb. I would probably lean towards the over just because it's at a 6.5, 7, depending on your book. 18-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. So I think that the ball will definitely fly. Might be interested in a little bit of a Pete Alonso home run prop. He's been playing really well, although he is a DH. He is first base today, not DH, but or that's the projected lineup. But it would be a lean towards the over in this game. But ultimately, I got to nothing. Thoughts?
Yeah. We capped this game yesterday, and fortunately, we couldn't get to see the game. But yeah, for me, it was always a lean to the Mets. The stats didn't change at all. Both teams are at the top of the standings here in runs allowed. They're playing pretty good defense, pretty good pitching. The Mets, have been also scoring, tied for second right now, 51 runs in this first leg of the season. The Giants, not so much. I mean, kind of closer to the middle of the pack. When it comes to betting this, I wanted to take a stab at Mets team total over 3, but the line moved, I think, from last night, and I'm not gonna lay minus 160 for something like that unless I get it in a parlay, which could be a look. But right now, I think I'll end up just keeping it simple with the Mets money line.
Hey, I'm not going to talk you off of my Mets. I'm just not going to go and bet them every day because that doesn't seem realistic. Mets first 5 under 4 is your favorite early bet today. Good luck. First 5 under 4 for Nick, leaning also towards San Francisco. First 5 team total under half a run. Big day yesterday. Hey, at least you had a big day. My day sucked. But good work, Kaepernick. Let's keep it rolling. We get the Chicago White Sox. They're in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. Guardians up to a minus 140. Total of 7.5. They're minus 140 for a reason because it's Shane Bieber on the mound for the Cleveland Guardians. Dallas Keuchel for the White Sox. I kind of lean towards the under. We get 20-mile-an-hour winds blowing left to right, which doesn't really crazily impact. It's gonna affect the fielders. Could be a couple of errors in there, but Shane Bieber is a solid pitcher. I think he's gonna have a good game. Dallas Keuchel is not too bad himself. Cleveland's offense is hit or miss depending on the day. I think Shane Bieber can slow down Chicago enough. It's a lean towards the under in this game. Ultimately, did not get to anything though.
Right on, Tim. I get you there. This game, I lean to the White Sox, guys. I lost a couple tickets with the Guardians over the weekend, and they were a wagon. I think it was kind of cool for like a week or two, But I think it's over. I think it's definitely one of those ones that are just they're done. I mean, I said this yesterday on the show, or we were talking Think Tank. Um, yeah, I watched the Giants Guardians play a little bit this weekend, and yeah, they just don't seem like they're like a top MLB team right now. I'm not saying the White Sox are, but at a plus 117 for a team that I forget how they finished last year, but I mean they were a 500
White
team
Sox,
last.
they won the
Yeah,
division. I think they were like a 90+ win team last year.
yeah. So I mean, obviously it's not the same team exactly, but
It's pretty close.
yeah. So I mean,
93 and 69 last year. They finished 13 games above Cleveland for the first place in the division.
So I mean, why do you think the price is like this?
Because of Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber has 100% a big pitching advantage over Dallas Keuchel.
Okay.
That's the main reason.
Yeah, I mean, but if he doesn't have the support behind him, can they win the game?
Hey, it's the Jacob deGrom effect. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on the game.
True. Well, I haven't bet it yet, but I think that's where I will look for this game.
There you go. Hey, guess what? Nick's on another first 5 under. Oh, let me put on my surprise face. Like the Dodgers at home this year. Profit Dodgers at home. Yeah, Dodgers. Everybody's been the Dodgers. And they're winning. They're cashing their run line. So there you go. Brewers run line again. And the Cardinals team total over. Okay. Cardinals own the Marlins. I kind of mentioned that to Nick. I was looking at the Marlins, but I'm like, Cardinals. It always happens where Marlins will go up like 1-0, and then all of a sudden it'll be like the seventh inning, 1-0, and then Cardinals will go and score 2, and then all of a sudden that's the end of the game. I saw that. I saw that song and dance plenty of times last year. So, White Sox are an elite team. Okay. And Wayno we trust. Wainwright. Yeah, I could see it. I gave out the under for that game on my free pick video on Picks and Parleys. You make fun of it. My first 5 under went 3-1 and 3 postponements yesterday. Oh, my bad. I forgot about the 3 postponements. There you go. I'm kidding, Nick. All right. I like this game. This will be the first game I have a play on. We got the New York Yankees, who are minus 220 favorites in Detroit, taking on the Tigers. 7.5 is the total now. What are your thoughts on this one?
My thoughts are the Tigers couldn't really score against the Royals. And my thoughts are if that was happening, how are they going to score against the Yankees, who let up way less runs than the Royals? But I don't like the price, and I'm not really looking at a side, to be honest here in this game. But if anything, maybe I could try to talk someone on a team total for the Tigers. Maybe get 2 or 3, but that's really I'm not really looking to get too involved with this game.
That's fair. Yeah, we get Garrett Cole and Tyler Alexander. I like the over. I'm not a fan of Garrett Cole. I think I've made that one clear. What did he do the last time he started? Let's see. Garrett Cole. The Yankees lost 6-4. They won 6-5 when he pitched the first day against Boston. So 2 overs there. Give me the over. I think we can get enough offense from the Yankees minimum, because Tyler Alexander is not particularly a good pitcher. He pitched once this year, 5 1/3 innings, 3 earned runs, 5 hits against the Red Sox. Allowed 5 runs. That game missed going over by a hook. I think we get a higher scoring game in this one because Garrett Cole is going to allow up some runs, and he's especially susceptible to the long ball, especially, when there's 15 mile an hour winds blowing out. He's going to at least let up one, maybe two homers. If we can get 3 runs from the Tigers, minimum, I think this one goes way over because I think the Yankees can score 5 easily. So I'm going to go over in this game. I got it at 8. Unfortunately, it's down to 7.5, but I would still take the over in this case. So over between the Yankees and the Tigers for me. White Sox are an elite team, which the game will depend on which Keuchel shows up. True. Lean, first 5 under in this game, but pass. Shocker. Garrett Cole, yes. Garrett Cole, lol. Garrett Cole's a clown. Maybe Tigers first 5. Hope it makes car payments. It made car payments last year, so there you go. I know somebody mentioned this game earlier in the chat. We get the St. Louis Cardinals, and I was looking at the RotoWire page, and this game is right next to Game 2 of the Mets and San Francisco, so I saw San Fran. So I started St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. St. Louis is a slight 115 favorite, total of 7.5. Last night I did a free pick video on this one on picks and parlays. I gave out the under 8. I did not bet it. I feel like this is going to be a pretty good pitching matchup. Wainwright's going to have a solid game, and I like Jesus Luzardo. I'm a little bit higher on him than most people. He had a pretty good first start. He had an okay first start. 5 innings, 1 run, 2 hits. He had a good first start. 12 strikeouts. And then I believe that game the Angels pulled out late and ended up winning that game. Wainwright, he's been up and down. First game of the year, granted it was against the Pirates. No earned runs, 5 hits, 6 innings. And then when he faced an actual offense, 4 runs, 8 hits in 4 1/3. Luckily, this Miami offense is not all that strong. I would lean towards the under in this game. At 7.5, I would be a little bit more backing off of it, but I still think this game could easily be a 3-1 type game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I was just taking a look at where Miami is on the runs for, hits for kind of thing, and just under league average right now for both. So I don't think they've heated, they haven't got hot yet. So definitely not going to be looking for an over. And honestly, this might be one of the games where I step away from Miami. They are a team I'm looking to back. But right now, with St. Louis playing the way they've been playing, I think I just let this one go. And ultimately look to come in with Miami back with Lopez and Alcantara.
That's fair. Those are kind of the pitchers I'd rather go after it, but we'll see. Nick wants some fish. I'm going to say no to fish. I'm just not I'm not going after that today. Then getting your teeth kicked in by baseball. Me too. Cards, do it for Albert. You can't do every game for Albert. All right, we get game 2 between the Giants and the Mets. Mets are 125 in this one, 6.5 total for this game. And in game 2, we're going to be getting Logan Webb and Max Scherzer. And looking at this one, I kind of like the over. Once again, we're getting 17-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. Max Scherzer has not been all that impressive this year. Yes, he's gotten the 2 wins in the games that he pitched so far, but he's kind of struggled. Where we normally see him pitch pretty well. 3 earned runs, 3 hits, and 6 innings against Washington. Fine. 1 earned run, 5 hits, and 5 innings against Philadelphia. The concern is that in those 11 innings, he allowed 4 walks, which is a little bit concerning. Granted, he struck out 13 guys in those 11 innings, so that's kind of good. But this is not the Scherzer that we're used to seeing. I think he will improve throughout the year, so I think that's going to be a positive thing. But I'm going to go towards the over, and especially at 6.5. Once again, I understand Scherzer 6.5. That's fine. Logan Webb, I don't think is a good pitcher to have at a 6.5, especially against a Mets lineup that has Marte, Alonso, McNeil, and then the rest of the lineup is all lefties, which is going to pound Logan Webb. So it would be a lean towards the over in this game. I ultimately didn't get to anything in the second leg of the back-to-back doubleheader. Any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, this is one of those rapid revenge games, I think. I think the Mets get the win in the first one, and then I think the Giants come back with Webb, their ace, or who they want to be their ace, and get the victory in the second one. Webb started really well. 1.0, the 1.29 ERA, 10 strikeouts. It's one of those things where I don't think I'm gonna bet this game before, just because like we can see what happens in the first game. If the Giants win the first game, I don't think I would take the Giants again in the second.
Yeah.
I realistically think they're gonna split. I mean, this kind of smells like Toronto Yankees, right? Where they just split them up. They split them up. This kind of seems like that. But hey, if we don't have to bet early, but I don't know. I kind of got my eye on this guy Webb. I mean, I'm not. Scherzer also has, certainly thrown a lot of balls in his day, and he's a good pitcher as well. But yeah, definitely leaning the Giants in the second one. If the Mets get the win in the first.
Yeah, I kind of need to see who's pitching in. How the first game goes before you bet really the second game. But no, I understand that one. I understand. Marlins first 5 money line -110. Why not? I'm never gonna talk you off of the Marlins. Never gonna talk you off of the Marlins. Mad Max. Yeah, he's pitching there. Yeah. Yeah, I need to see what happens in game 1 before game 2, because we mentioned that last year. Because I bet no game 2 of back-to-back of doubleheaders, just because you don't know what pitchers were used from the bullpen, you don't know how far your starter went, you don't know how the first game went. So, lean under first 5. Yep, I like that. Are we going to see our first back-to-back 9 innings today? Yes, you're going to see 2 of them today with Washington as well. We don't have a Washington line for game 2, though. I think Mad Max bounces back. He had control issues last start, but I think he's going to be solid today. Yes, I think so too. Double headers, let the both dogs bet the dog both games and hope for a split. Yeah, but when the dog is at even money, that's not going to happen. Who let the dogs out? Hashtag Max. Yes, the Suns are not going to be able to stop the Warriors. Dude, that Warriors game was so frustrating last night because it felt like every single shot they threw up, they could have went half court behind their back, in between the legs, and then it would go right in. Like, it was crazy, the fact that they made as many. Freaking Jordan Poole went off for so many threes. I'm just real quick, I'm pulling that up. They shot 42% from three-pointer, which, whatever, 17 3-pointers. Jordan Poole had hit 50%. It's just like, what the heck? How are you supposed to stop that? And not to mention, freaking refs sucked in that game. But anyways, we'll keep on moving on. Who just want to break even? Not me. Nope, not going to try to break even. I want to win. We'll keep moving on. We get the Toronto Blue Jays in Boston taking on the Red Sox. Red Sox around -140, total of 9. We get the Cooch going for Toronto. We get Nathan Eovaldi going for the Red Sox. I'll let you start with this one. Where are you looking?
Vladdy props. I got, our little baseball community got me on them, and he didn't have any hits on Sunday. So I think he's going to have some hits today. That's what I got for this one. Haven't really taken a look at the full card, but with the way the Red Sox are priced, I have to lean with the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I think the Red Sox are priced. I think this game is priced right, because home field advantage for Boston, and I definitely think Nathan Eovaldi is the better pitcher over Yusei Kikuchi. Now, when we get 12-mile-an-hour winds blowing out, I can see this game being like an 8-7 back and forth offensive game going crazy, and that's why I took the over. I got it at 9.5. Unfortunately, it's dropped down to 9. Whatever. I think this is a good spot for the Boston Red Sox and Toronto to kind of just push the pace. The Cooch is going to get hit because pretty similar to a couple other lineups that we mentioned. Yusei Kikuchi's a left-hander. In this Boston lineup, you got Devers and Verdugo are the only two lefties. Other than that, Hernandez, Bogarts, Martinez, Dobnak, Story, Vasquez, and Arroyo, all right-handers. They're going to pound Kikuchi. Kikuchi's not good against right-handed hitters. And on the other side, you get Nathan Eovaldi, which I feel like Toronto can hit against. He has not had a good start to the year. I feel like this is a good spot for a nice over in this game, especially in Boston where you get a lot of wins going out. So taking the over between the Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Jordan Poole channeling his Michigan days. Go Blue. Now, I'm tired of Jordan Poole already. It's only been 2 games. Imagine if they called the same amount of fouls for Jokic as they do Embiid. Jokic would average 50 free throws a game. Yeah, they just don't call it for him. They just don't call it for him. I'm done with Denver and Toronto. I bet them both games. I'm still going to be on them when they're at home. I feel like if they're going to win games, especially the big thing is I'm going to be all over Toronto game 3 and game 4 because there's going to be no Maxey. So it's going to be a nice big piece for Philadelphia out of the lineup. And I think that's where Toronto can change the tide. So there you go. World Series. No, I don't think so. Jordan Poole. Yes, I know. I watched it. I had the Denver Nuggets. It sucked. Murray, it's hurting the Nuggets for not playing. I think he don't want to. No, he wants to be a Nugget. He is coming off of a torn ACL. That takes a while to come back from. It took Klay Thompson almost 2 years to come back from his. So, no, he definitely wants to be a Nugget. It's just he does not want to get in too early and then tear it again, and then he's out for another 1.5 to 2 years. So, no, Murray wants to be a Nugget. It's just he does not want to hurt himself again. Home run, Jays win, home run. Everybody's all over the Jays. The Jays are overrated. Twin, give me your best 2-team NHL or MLB or NBA. Grab them from the scroller. They're all the same. Grab them from the scroller.
Hey, Tim, I had a thought about this game. Could I jump in real quick?
Go ahead.
So I just take my regular bet size and cut it in fourths. So not a big bet. But I think with this game, I would parlay the Blue Jays money line and the over 9. You get plus 300 on it. And again, not a full unit bet, but it's just way to get action in the game. Yeah, I'm just going to be looking to back the Blue Jays when I can this year.
Hey, I'm not going to talk you off of that. I like that angle. I do kind of lean more towards Boston, but in these types of games, as I mentioned it the same way where Toronto played New York, grab the plus money. Because most likely these teams are going to be splitting out, and whenever you can get plus money, go ahead and grab plus money. I'm not going to talk you off of it.
Sweet.
But FYI, But Maxey will play. No, he will not. No, Maxey is out for Toronto for Philly as well.
He got hurt.
He's not vaccinated. So he only got one out of the two. So no, he's not going to be playing.
He had a lot of points last night.
Over 2.5 home runs. I like it. We'll move on to this game, which I'm not going to be talking about because our best bet, me and Nick's best bet, is in this game between the Pirates and the Brewers. Occupancy, do you have any feelings on this game?
No. I mean, I did watch part of the matchup yesterday, and yeah, we just got the Pittsburgh starter, Thompson. Just got into a lot of trouble and couldn't get out of it. So I don't know. If anything, I kind of would be leaning to go back, but honestly, the Pirates bats just aren't there. Just taking a quick look at the stats here. The Pirates, well, they're right at league average in runs, and in hits, they're just actually above it. So they've actually haven't been doing too bad. But their defense, Brewers are actually a team I'm probably just going to look to either pass on or back, just because they can be streaky. I'm not going to mess around with the Brewers here, so I'll just pass.
That's fair. Twin, don't bet the Nuggets no more. Nuggets can swim. Hey, in Denver, I'm willing to back them. There are 2-point dogs in Denver. Yeah, I'm going to grab them at plus money. I feel like that's a decent spot. I know they have not played good, but that was in Golden State. I'm all right with going after them in Denver. Brewers on a parlay. Okay. Hawks over. Team total over. 54 in the first half. I like it. Heat team total under 29.5 first quarter. I don't mind it. Sup, y'all? Sup, Sam? Welcome. That works. We'll go ahead and keep on rolling. The Tampa Bay Rays are in Chicago taking on the Cubbies. Cubs won last night, but Tampa Bay is a slight minus 115 favorite, total of 7.5. I'm guessing that means the winds are blowing in this one. I did not bet this game. Looking at it, I feel like this could be, I keep mentioning it could be a good spot for Tampa Bay to bounce back, but at the same time, Tampa Bay hasn't been bouncing back. This is just a weird spot. I kind of want to go after Tampa Bay at such a short price with Josh Fleming. Josh Fleming is a primary starter, so we'll see how that one goes against Justin Steele. But ultimately, I chose to just stay away from this game. I don't know. Cub games are just a little bit weird for me. I'm just not going after them.
Yeah, pitching change, according to Bovada, M. Whistler for J. Fleming. So I don't know if that's official, but that's what Bovada is reporting here. Yeah, I watched this game yesterday. I was on the Rays, but I also got the Rays plus 2.5 cashed. Yeah, I don't know. This is the type of game where, the price looks good for the favorite, but ultimately I didn't get to it. But I may take a second look later. But there were some other games a little later on that I was willing to take a shot at. This not being one of them, but if anything, lean to the Rays.
There you go. Go back. You stayed off the Cubbies game. Kind of weird. Yes, I don't like the Cubbies game today. Exactly. Boston, Alex Verdugo hit, run 2 and 3. Look that up. Sounds good to me. All right, we get to go to this next game. We get Patrick Sandoval and Framber Valdez pitching when the Angels play game 2 versus the Houston Astros. Astros a minus 155, total of 8. Trout looks like he could be back today. And I'm going right back after the Angels. I know I grabbed him yesterday, and they they played well for the first 3 innings, and then they kind of just blew up. I feel like it's a good spot for him. I think that we get a little bit of a bounce back. This is going to be one of the series that is kind of similar to a Yankee Toronto or a Boston Toronto, where if I'm getting plus money on a team, I'm most likely going to grab them because this series is probably going to be pretty close. Even though so far they've played 5 games and it's 4-1 Houston. I think this is a bounce back spot. I like Patrick Sandoval. He had a good year last year, and he's starting to build on it this year. He had a 3.62 ERA last year and a 1.21 WHIP. He allowed 35 earned runs in 87 innings. It's not terrible. I know a lot of people had him weird numbers on him and say, "Oh no, he's not a good pitcher." He did fine last year against Framber Valdez, which I like Framber Valdez. He's a good pitcher. I just feel like this could be a solid 2-1 Angels win today. So I'm gonna go after the Angels for this game at plus money.
Right on. Yeah, this game, I'm gonna go back to the Angels as well. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. It really helps us out here. Love talking baseball with everyone, and every little bit helps. And maybe the Angels can help us out a little bit, because you know what? Yesterday they kept it close at the beginning, and then I think we ran into just a Houston at home who just they want to win, and they did it, and you can't do anything about it. But Shohei had a nice hit. It was like the one play I tuned into, and I think one of the center fielders from the Astros used to be an Angel, and he was gonna throw him out, but he I don't know, Ohtani could have had a double basically, but good fielding play, and I kind of kept my eye on this game as well, and I ended up with a team total over 2.5 for LA. I parlayed that with something else. And that seemed pretty good. Problem is now it's juiced up. Patrick Sandoval, like you said, I mean, I like him as well. I think we should just keep it simple and just take the plus 130. If anything, yeah, I mean, for the total, I'd have to lean over just because of Angels have tied for second right now in hits for, and they're definitely at the top of the standings in runs for. The Stros been playing better defense, towards the top of the standings for runs allowed, only at 32, so that's definitely lower. So that's why I'm not super interested in a total here, but lean Angels.
That's fair. Sorry, I'm starting to put together a hit parlay for today.
Nice.
I did a 7-teamer yesterday. Unfortunately, Cedric Mullins and McMahon did not get a hit yesterday, so I ended up going 4, 1, and 2. Eric Hosmer just didn't play, so I didn't get him in there, but it happens. We helped each other. I went opposite of your Dallas Stars. You took the opposite of Golden Knights. That's fair. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Tiffany. Occupancy, Ohtani, of course.
Well, have you brought that up, Vito? I had Ohtani in a double, parlayed with Freeman over half a hit. That cashed. And then I had Choi and Olsen over a hit each, which cashed. So I'll be looking in those directions as well. Could tweet out anything I put on, but I missed actually on every other hit parlay. So yeah, I put a bunch yesterday of 2-3 people. We had a couple guys actually didn't play, so I ended up getting no action. The Rays announced Manuel wasn't playing, and I had a couple other people get that no action call. But hip prop. I'm pretty interested in hip props, honestly.
I think I'm going to build one each day because normally I'll probably put like a 10 hit prop thing together and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Maple Leafs 4-3. Just hit like 2, man. We'll go over hockey in a little bit. We still have a bunch of stuff. Angels are ass. It happens, but I feel like any team could win any day. So there you go. FaZe versus Mouse right now. Look out for this Mouse squad in the future. Young core with Drake. We'll see. I'm curious to see what Torzy and JDC do. So I do want to see that, but I honestly have not watched much Counter-Strike lately. But I will be looking more into it when the major comes up.
Yeah, we bet a little bit. We bet a little bit together, Tim.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We made some money on FaZe and Furia and then lost some money on Furia. So yeah. Knights Stars messed up my parlay. Knights Stars suck. Yep.
The Knights are going through something. I was on the Knights too. It's a bummer.
Ohtani gets nothing today. No, I doubt it. He'll get at least one hit. He'll be part of my hit parlay for the Angels portion. But we'll go on to the next game because we still got we only got 5 baseball games left, so that's not bad. Twins and Royals are going at each other. Chris Archer, Carlos Hernandez. Twins are slight 115 favorites, total of 8.5. What are you looking for in this game? Are you looking at anything?
No. This is one of those games, where I don't really know these teams that well. They're out of market for me. I'd love to get into them soon, but I don't have anything on this now.
Yeah, we just saw the Twins get off a 2-2 series versus the Red Sox in Fenway. Royals, they've been up and down. I'm a little bit higher on this Royals team than most people, and it has not really worked out. Hernandez did not have good starts or a good start his first time out. Let me pull up. He was the one that got absolute shelled against Cleveland. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 4 1/3 innings. Which, you know what? It's fine. I think he could bounce back today. I would lean towards the Royals. You'd be able to get him at minus 105 or something like that in my book. I feel like this Royals team is going to be scrappy, and they're going to be able to compete. 3-5, and the rest of the division kind of sucks. With Minnesota 4-6, with the Detroit Tigers off to a 4-5 start. Who's the other team in there that I'm kind of looking for? Cleveland, who is 4-5, and the White Sox who are 6-3. So they're Kansas City's still in the thick of things, even after a 3-5 start. I think they get the win today. Am I betting it? No, but it would be a lean towards the Kansas City Royals for that game. Royals money line, yes. You like some Archer. That is fine. He had a good first start. That he did. But I'm probably not going back to him today. Over 8.5, I can 100% see over 8.5. I will definitely have something from this game. We get the Philadelphia Phillies, who are minus 135. Total of 11.5. We get Kyle Gibson taking on Kyle Freeland. Battle of the Kyles. And I'm going Philadelphia. I'm not a fan of Kyle Freeland. He did not have a good year last year. I don't rely on him to have a good year this year. He's already off to a bad start. I feel like if there's a time for the Phillies to go and, kind of a get-right spot, this is the game. And I want to take them, especially I feel like at Coors Field, they can maybe try to get their offense kind of rolling. So I'm going to go. I know it's a little bit of a price. Might even lean more towards the run line. But Phillies money line, minus 130 something. I'll be all right with going after that against the Rockies today. So especially after a loss, give me the Phillies.
I hear you. Yeah, I cashed with Colorado yesterday, so it's probably a layoff for me. Not going to be going back to a dog 2 days in a row. It's not really my thing. But I'm priced out to try to get a team total over for really either team here. Closest you can get for that is team total over 5.5. And yeah, I know it's Coors Field, but I'm not really trying to lay a price. I'm more looking for team total over threes. That's kind of where I target. So I'm pretty much priced out. But yeah, should be a good game.
Yeah, 100%. I just we're going Phillies. I feel like this is a good Philly day. Oh wait, shoot! It's Tuesdays. We're not supposed to bet the Phillies on Tuesdays. Anyways, I believe they won like one Tuesday last year. So
It's a new year. You never know if the trends reset.
they already lost. I think the first 2 Tuesdays this year. But anyways,
Well, then they're due. No.
I kind of messed up on that one. It's whatever. Can't wait to tell. Can't wait till next year's Sabres for the Stanley Cup champs.
Yeah,
They'll make the playoffs next year. They'll make the playoffs. They'll be an 8th seed in the East, and they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll battle for the wild card for sure.
Can't wait for my Dodgers to play Mets. Gonna fade the Mets a lot this year. Overrated Mets. You're not gonna bother me. I'm not. I don't care. You could, if you want to donate your money to the books by fading the Mets a lot, then go ahead. But just be careful. Pick the situational spots to fade them. I love Gibson. So worried about Philly though. Took first 5. That's fair. That's fair. We've got 3 MLB games left. We get the Cincinnati Reds and the San Diego Padres. Cincinnati not off to a good start. Did they cover the run line yesterday? Oh wait, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Nope, they lost 4-1.
Hey, okay, another run line that they did not cover. So that makes 7 games in a row where the Reds lost and did not cover a run line. Guess where I'm going to be leaning for this one? Yep, you got it. I'm leaning towards the Padres on the run line. The Reds, they're kind of a misleading team. They had a good first series against Atlanta. 7 games. They can't even cover plus 1.5 in any of those games. Granted, they were against Cleveland, LA. Cleveland Cleveland was starting to score a bunch, and then San Diego, which San Diego's hit or miss this year, so we'll see with that one. I lean Padres. Did I get involved in this game? No, but lean Padres for this one on the run line. Thoughts?
Yeah, just taking a look at the box score from the game yesterday, and Manny Machado was on last night. He had 4 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 RBIs. That's the type of player I will just start backing. I mean, fan or not, type of player like that gets hot. I'm going to go right to the prop builder and see what I can get with Machado.
That's fair. I'll put him in my hit parlay today.
Okay. Yeah, and then look for this game. I feel bad for the Reds. I don't know. Like I don't think they're necessarily going to win tonight, but I feel bad for them. But yeah, it's just I did cash the San Diego team total ticket yesterday. So I don't know. I don't necessarily. It takes something for me to come back and do a double same bet again.
Yeah.
And if the Reds are doing this bad, but I think the run line could hit for sure. Musgrove looks like he started off the season pretty well. 1-0, 1.42 ERA, 14 strikeouts. So that's not a bad person to be behind as well. So yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll see how this one goes. And I'll work. Hello, Mr. Earle. Hello, Ronnie. Welcome. 2 games left in this MLB slate. We get the Texas Rangers. They're in Seattle, taking on the Mariners. We get John Gray and Robbie Ray on the mound. Total of 7.5. Mariners favored at a minus 135. Looking at it, I like Seattle. I'm a Seattle person this year. I have tickets everywhere and in every which way, shape, or form with them. I think they're going to be a good team. On the opposite side, we get Texas, who I'm not super high on this year. I don't think they're going to be a good team. We'll obviously see when it comes to it, but I'm leaning towards Seattle in this game. I think they're going to have a solid game. Robbie Ray, I feel like he had one rough game that kind of blew into his ERA. Against Chicago. But he went 6 in the third innings, allowed 6 earned runs on 10 hits. They just didn't pull him in time. It's fine. Kind of hurt his records and stuff, but he had a good first game versus Minnesota where he went 7 innings, 1 earned run on 3 hits. So at least they got that. I like Seattle in this game. I think they get the job done. I'll probably end up building like a Hail Mary parlay today and end up putting them in it, but it's got to be Seattle or nothing for me.
Yeah, I was just checking the standings for team pitching here, Tim, and the Rangers are bottom of the majors in ERA. They are second to last in hits allowed and also second to last in runs allowed. So I'm going to have to go with Seattle. I like the organization. It seems like a great city. I liked their money line standings last year. So with all of those above, I'm absolutely on Seattle tonight.
Oh, yeah. You can never talk me off of the Mariners. You can never talk me off of them. Rangers over 7.5. Sprinkle on the money line. Texas. Incredibly biased pick. Don't tell me. I was about to say, hold on. I don't like the over. I like the under because I feel like it's going to be like a 4-2 type game. LOL. Do a Lex 30-team parlay. No, I'll end up doing like 12 or 13 legs. We'll see how it goes. But if I'm going to grab teams like plus 2.5 runs and a bunch of minus 300-400s and just have fun with it. I'm not going absolutely crazy. They're wild. There's Terry Wild. Okay. All right, we get the final game of the day, which pretty much no matter what happens in this game, either the Braves or the Dodgers lose, so I'm going to be happy. We get the Dodgers at a minus 150, total of 7.5. Mex Fried Chicken going up against Walker Buehler. I know Nick will probably run into the chat and say Dodger run line that he's bet 20 times in 10 games. It's a spot. I understand it. I should be going after the low hanging fruit every day and grab the Dodger run line. But the day that I start doing it, they'll end up not doing anything. They'll end up losing the days that I start doing it. So I'm just going to stay off of it. Obviously, lean towards the Dodgers. You could probably even just put them money line in there at minus 150 if you are okay with that type of juice. I think kind of more towards July, August area, I would be more okay with laying 150. Right now, it's like a 130 area is kind of like my cutoff. So it'd have to be run line for me or nothing. If you're going to bet the Dodgers, might as well bet them on the run line. They've won 8 games this year, all of them by the run line. So if you're going to bet the Dodgers, you got to go there. Walker Buehler is a very good pitcher. It'd be a lean that way, but I did not touch that game.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch this game, Tim. I'm just going to wait for whenever the run lines stop cashing, and then I'll come in after that.
And then we can start fading the Dodgers.
Right. And I'm totally cool with that, and I think there'll be some good spots, but nothing where I want to get involved that heavily on this early wagon. I'll wait for the next one.
Yeah, I'll wait to get involved in all that stuff. Sam's going to be pulling a Nick in the Dodger game. Dodger run line. That's fine. All right. With that being said, we got some NBA today. Do you get involved in the NBA playoffs?
No, not a whole lot here. Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. Then I'll kind of run through the games real quick because I only got one play out of the three. I'm kind of just slowing down because it has not been pretty for me the past couple of days. So I'm just going to try to slow down with that. We'll go ahead and run through them. We get the Hawks and the Heat. Heat are 7-point favorites, total of 219. Game 2 of the series. Heat up 1-0. We just saw these two teams play where the Miami Heat won by 24. And they covered the spread by like 17 points. It'd be leaning towards the Hawks. I know Nick's trying to do a little bit of an experiment of teams that lose by at least 12.5 or more against the spread. He's going to go and bet. And that's two plays today. He likes the Atlanta Hawks, and then Memphis Grizzlies would be the second one at part of that trend. I believe that trend by backing the team that gets absolutely blown out is like 60 or 70% the last couple of years. So could be an interesting spot to go to. I would lean Hawks. I did not get involved in this game though. So lean Hawks. The Timberwolves and the Grizzlies are next. Timberwolves have a 1-0 lead in this series after a upset win in Milwaukee. In Memphis. 240. Yeah, 240 is a high total in this game, but my only play is going over in this one. We saw these two teams go at it the first game, and it was 130 to 117. It went way over, and I got to do the exact same thing today. I have a feeling it's gonna be another one of those. You're gonna get 130, 140 points by halftime, and they're not gonna slow down. These two teams are the number 1 and number 2 offenses in basketball for a reason. So I think this could be a crazy good series. I like the over in this game. I could see this one being 130 to 123 or something like that. So I like this one to go way over that 240 total. I don't think you can give me a total high enough for these two teams. And then the final game, and then I'll head back to the chat after that. It's the Suns and the Pelicans. Suns are 9.5-point favorites now. 221 is the total. I kind of lean under in this game after what we saw from these two teams last game, where the Pelicans went and put up 34 points in the first. 34 points in the first half. That's not good. And then they proceeded to put up more points in the third quarter than they put up the entire game, first half. They made it close, but at the end of the day, I had them plus 10.5. They lost by 11. So it was not pretty, was not fun. I lean the under in this one. Phoenix's defense has been solid all year. They're the best home team in the NBA at 33-9. So it would be a look towards the under, look towards the Suns this game, but ultimately did not touch it. Atlanta bullpen fade. Sure. Twin, don't fade the Dodgers. I'm telling you. Fine. I'm not going to today, but when they actually start playing good teams, I will. Memphis Heat money line parlay. Why not? That'll probably be part of my Hail Mary parlay. I love the Grizzlies here. I think Taylor Jenkins won't let the Wolves take another game. Hey, this Wolves team is dangerous. They could definitely have a really good year. So we'll see how that one goes. Let's hit some NHL up. I believe we have a bunch of games. We'll go ahead and start you off with this one. Beauty, a minus 500 favorite in the Lightning when they host the Red Wings. 6.5 is your total in this one.
Yeah, this was one of the first games I wanted to pass on. I cashed a couple tickets with the Lightning last week, and that type of price, minus 1.5, minus 185. If you really like the Lightning, I'd say take them -0.5 in the first. Over team total is at 4.5 or even money. No, thank you. Not the really my favorite type of hockey games in the regular season. If this was still Tampa competing to get their playoff spot, sure, I can go back them again, but not here with rest and all this weird stuff that happens in hockey. It's a pass for me.
Yeah. Don't go after the -500 lines. There's better games to bet on the slate. Maybe like this one. The Wild are at. No, damn it, I picked the wrong game. The Wild are at the Canadians. -270 favorites are the Wild. 6.5 is your total. Are the Wild going to be good enough to cover a puck line today?
Yes. And I think this is why is because they've been playing some tough teams in their last 5. They had Sharkies, but then they had Blues, Stars, Oilers, Kings. So I think now the Wild get to face a lower tier team. Look at Montreal's last form. They are getting puck lined in their last 4 games. I don't think it's going to stop. Wild on the road. Doesn't have me super concerned either. -110, I think, is a pretty fair price. Price is expected to be in net for Montreal, and we're getting math. Maybe here in the Wild. Thank you. If the Islanders puck lines carry price and this Canadians team, then the Wild should be able to. So I'll go for Minnesota -1.5 at -110.
That's fair. That's fair. Fair analogy. If the Islanders can do it, so can the Wild.
In theory, yeah.
Like Nick said, all season Lightning +500. I'm fading them. Okay. Red Wings still steal this one. Yikes. Good luck with that one. We get another kind of blowout matchup. We get the Maple Leafs, who are a -430 against the Flyers. Total of 7 in this game. There are so many big spreads in the NHL.
Yeah, it's becoming like UFC, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, let's see here. +141 is what you can get for the Leafs and over 7. It's a really high number, but kind of the hockey community has decided that Leafs games don't go under. And they're kind of right in the last 5 games. 2 have gone under, 3 have gone over 7. So we're still getting those trends. And then Flyers lost to Buffalo twice in a row, and both those games got 7 or over. So this is definitely one of those situations where, if you look at quick recap on last night. If you had done the combo of the favorite and the over, you would have hit it with a Calgary game. You would have hit it with the Carolina game. You would have missed it with the Avs, and then you would have missed it with Vegas. And then you would have hit it with the Canucks, and then pass on the Kraken game. But that's an interesting look. I think that's kind of what I have hit a couple of best bets with the favorite money line over 6 combo. I don't love that it's a 7, so I don't think I'd get a full unit on this one. I don't like it enough to go there personally, but for people looking to get involved, I'd rather that than a -180 puck line. So that's just me.
I'm muted. Yeah, just be careful when it comes to betting these teams. I think there was a stat the other day that the favorites were like 22-0 the last couple of days or whatever it was. It's the time of the year where the favorites are going to hit, so just be careful with dogs, especially teams that kind of laid over and died. So good luck with that. We'll go ahead and hit up the next game, the Winnipeg Jets and the New York Rangers. Rangers are minus 200, total of 6 in this game. Keep it rolling. Where are we looking?
Keep it rolling. I think we're looking at Rangers puck line. The Jets have been eliminated. I don't know if their magic number hit, but they were really close to it. I think they're pretty much mathematically. Maybe not. Maybe they have like 1 or 2 games left to go on this run. But the Jets are done, and the Rangers actually are keeping the foot on the gas. They've coming off 2 4-0 victories over Philly and Red Wings, and the Jets are in that same tier right now. So plus 125 for the Rangers puck line, I think is a fair look here. Starters, I'd be comfortable with either. In that the Jets haven't really been scoring, and they've been letting up a ton of goals, and we got an Andrew Kopp sighting. So yeah, this really good player was on the Jets, and got moved over to the Rangers, and he's playing against his old team for the first time. So you could look his way for props. That's always an angle the hockey community likes to take. I think it's a great one too to take. And yeah, I was just checking out to see if Igor and Connor are confirmed, but I'm not getting the confirmations yet. But I think either way, I think Rangers on the puck line for this one.
Sounds good. I forgot to go back to the chat for a minute. So taking the Wild game over 6.5. Don't ask why. I'm figuring it out. Why? And just like UFC, dog or pass, man, these lines are goofy. Yes. Like Lenny would say, if the Sabres could bet them, the Red Wings could win. Also, Lenny voice. That's fair. Lenny is super high on his Detroit teams, though. Rangers puck line, yes sir. You mean the other New York team? Okay. You get the. We'll keep moving on. We get the Panthers, who are minus 200 in New York, taking on the Islanders. 6.5 is the total in this one. We're done with the Islanders, right?
This would be a place where I could step in. The Panthers, let's see. Yeah, they've been clinched. I mean, what are they really playing for here? Is kind of my thought. Yeah, maybe they're playing for the New York fans and they get a little jacked up to go play on the island. Who wouldn't? Let's see. Yeah, Florida is still on this winning streak. Oh boy, I gotta I gotta click show more matches twice on Flash Score to see their winning streak here. So 3, 6, 9, 10 game winning streak for the Panthers here. That's a lot. All streaks come to an end, don't they? Let's see. Yeah, the Islanders 2-2 in their last 4. They got puck lined by the Leafs, but they beat the Canadiens, lost to Pittsburgh, beat Pittsburgh, lost to the Blues, beat Carolina, lost to Dallas. So that's their most recent form. I know you guys are at that Carolina game. So I don't know how they look to you at that point in the season, but
I don't know. They played Islander hockey when we went, but they kind of got lucky.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they do, though. And I don't know. This could be a spot. I was looking to fade the Panthers, but I'm glad I didn't. Obviously, that would have lost pretty bad, but I still kind of want to fade the Panthers here. So for me, it'd be a dog or pass. Islanders on the money line, or if you really want to take them plus 1.5.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Go back to the chat. Sorry, I'm bull crapping and putting a bunch of parlays together. The Panthers love going down in the first period. Decent teams, though. I'm off this game, though. Yep, fair. Panthers win. Scared of the puck line. I would be too. 24 viewers, 12 likes, over 12. Hit the like button. There you go. Let's keep it rolling. We got 4 games left. The Boston Bruins are in St. Louis taking on the Blues. Total of 6 in this game. Where are you looking?
I don't really bet the Blues. It's a personal kind of one of those things where I missed out earlier in the season. I came in, and that's when they were going through something. So I just have a bad taste in my mouth with this Blues team.
That's fair.
Sucks because they've been crushing it. But it is what it is. I'll be looking to fade them first chance I can get. Tonight is not one of those nights. I'm not as confident with this Bruins team. I do like the plus money, but St. Louis is playing great and not going to get in front of that. So I'll stay off this game.
Hey, everybody has some teams that they just cannot bet. And I've got a couple of them, but the Lakers were probably one of the bigger teams that I just did not bet. But hey, we'll see how it goes. We'll keep it rolling. You got 3 games left. The Flames are minus 130. They're in Nashville taking on the Predators. Total of 6. Thoughts on this one?
This is a good game. This is a good game for a lot of reasons. But I think it doesn't happen really at all. It hasn't really happened in April to see the Calgary Flames on the losing end of things. But I think we do see one tonight. Calgary is coming off. They're traveling from Chicago. They played on. They played last night. We were on the puck line. Okay, right.
Yes.
I had to take
I
a
believe
second.
Nick was on like the super puck line, so
He was, and they blew it up at the end and came out with the victory. So that's cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Preds here. They beat Chicago themselves. They're kind of win one, lose one, win one, lose one. I'll take a look at the standings here for everyone. Right now, they're still sitting at 91 points, tied for that wild card spot with Dallas. Calgary is clinched. They're up at 103. Okay, this might be then that. Did they clinch last night? And then this is the post-clinch game. That's a trend people are looking at. Not sure for sure if it was last night though or not. But either way, everything Nashville tonight. I think they get it back done. They keep fighting for their playoff hopes to solidify their spot, and you get a nice plus 110 for them on the money line. So that's what I like tonight.
There you go. Kaepernick is on the Predators team total over, and if the Flames are post clinch, then why not?
Yep.
So
yeah, you can get that.
We do get 2 really good games to end the slate, though. We get the Senators and the Canucks. The Canucks are minus 250. Total is 6.5. What are you thinking for this one?
I am going to go right back to the Canucks. They beat the Stars by 4 last night in a pick'em game that the community seems split on to me. I had a Canucks puck line, but it was in the same ticket with the Knights, which ruined it. But I had the read, and that's I think what's kind of important here. We could see. Let me just check out a quick stat line from last night's game. Yeah, so Demko got the start. 28 saves on 30 shots, 933 save percentage. I don't know if he'll get the back-to-back start, which has me worried a little bit, but you've got to also think that the Senators played last night, and they gave Forsberg their start, so they're going to go to either Sogard or Gustafsson, which are not, they're okay, but I think bet on goalies. So yeah, I mean the Senators lost to the Kraken last night, 4-2, and I'm gonna keep rolling with this Vancouver team. Yeah, I mean you're really only looking at the puck line, or that's team total over 3.5 at minus 150 is actually an interesting look. Or take them in reg. Minus 160, but then you might have to parlay that if you don't want the juice. Let's see what the Vancouver over 6.5 is. Plus 152. I don't love it. That's at 6.5, but with these backups going in, and I don't think Halak will be perfect. I'd be leaning towards Vancouver, either puck line or that over money line parlay combo there.
There you go. There you go. Canucks team total over. Why not? Canucks are still fighting. But I think we get to the marquee matchup of the day. The Columbus Blue Jackets are taking on your San Jose Sharks. And, Sharks. Minus 130 for the Sharks. Total of 6. Final game of the slate. What are we looking at?
We are looking at, if you need help, call someone.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's what you wanted.
We are here for you. Just let us know if you get to this game and you're capping it. Let us know. No, okay. Let's be real here. Usually these are over games.
Yes.
I don't know if you really want to take a side here. The Sharks are on a really bad losing streak, so I would actually lean with them at home. But minus 130, 135 for the Sharks this season, it's just not worth it. I'd rather take them at plus money. Columbus lost to the Quacks last game.
Quacks.
Yeah, and that game flew over. We had a 6-4 game on Sunday. So I think the books are focused on basketball right now, and even baseball, because we're getting an over 6 at minus 110. And I know the Sharks haven't been historically an over team, well, at least from their scoring. And but minus 110 for over 6, that seems like a great straight bet to me. So yes, if you need help, call someone, but I'll be looking at the over 6.
Yeah, especially, well, the big thing that we're looking at, and yeah, okay, all the teams have clinched there, but Sharks eliminated and Blue Jackets eliminated. You're going to see some pond hockey. These two teams don't want to jump in front of 100 mile an hour slap shots. That's just how it is. So, unlike if it was two teams like Carolina and the Rangers playing or something, or Penguins, Rangers, like one of those types of games, I would be like, yeah, I'm not going to go over. But between these two teams, I could see 6 goals in the first 2 periods. I could see you going back and forth like that. So, no, I definitely don't mind going after an over with two teams that are eliminated. So, definitely a spot there for that one. I may have a few bucks on the Sharks. 6 is too low for this bum fight. Correct. But that's going to be everything for today. We made it through in 1 hour and 23 minutes. So good work there. We'll go ahead and we'll go and do some recapping and all that good stuff. Gonna go ahead and grab a link real quick. So if you guys want to go quickly check out Occupancy on Twitter, there is his Twitter in the chat. Boom, right there. Go ahead, check him out, give him a follow. But for us over at ESB, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. You show all support. Trying to reach 2,000 subscribers by June 1st. I think it's possible. I think we're up at like almost 1830 or something, so about 170 subscribers. Just keep on sharing us out. Keep on doing that so we can come and give you guys some free plays every single day. Also, check out all the links in the description. Our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESB Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website is all linked down below. Make sure you guys check out the Max Wagers Network as well. Higgs will be live in about 10 minutes. I'll be joining him there. Allie at 1, Just Parleys at 2, Scott and Scott at 3, and 5 o'clock for Game Time Decision, all on the Max Wagers Network. A little bit of recapping for today. I'm going to go the over in the Yankee game, over in Toronto, the Angels on the money line, and the Phillies on the money line. And then the one play in the NBA for me will be the over in the Minnesota-Memphis game. I'm not reading off Nick's laundry list of plays. If you want to look at them, they're all on the scroller. Occupancy, any of your favorite plays for today? Give like 1 or 2 for baseball, 1 or 2 for hockey if you're good for that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and Tim, thanks for having me on the show. Always good to talk sports here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, my favorite lean is nice and early. I'm really on this Nationals team here. I really like this setup. The price is moving a little bit. Money line's down to -150. But I think we're going to get a good defensive game in the beginning, hopefully, and then Nationals I think are going to win this game. So that and then yeah, honestly, other favorite baseball play today. Oof. There's so many. Yeah, I think I kind of want to take a stab at the White Sox, honestly. That game, I like that plus money there. So that's one of my favorites, and then yeah, I mean, maybe Seattle too in the later game. And then for hockey, probably my favorite play of the day is going to be that Minnesota puck line. It's a spot where I think they get it done, and surprisingly enough, I like Nashville. Nashville is a good look here. I think they will do their part and get 2 points.
I like it. Quickly, I did put my 10-team hit parlay together. I went Juan Soto in the early game along with Pete Alonso for the two first legs of back-to-backs or double headers. I did Akil Baddoo for the Detroit Tigers. I did Nolan Arenado for the Cardinals. I did Vlad, because why not, for the Blue Jays. Lorenzo Cain for the Brewers. Salvador Perez for the Royals. Shohei for the Angels. Bryce Harper for the Phillies. And Manny Machado to wrap it up for the Padres. That's my 10-teamer. I put $10 on it, and it'll pay out about 5-10. So we'll see how it goes. And then I also put together a 12-team parlay with a bunch of alternative spreads and stuff, but I'm not going to get into all that. But that is everything for today. Make sure you guys go check out Sean Higgs in about 8 minutes. But that's going to wrap it up for today's show. Make sure you guys check out Occupancy link in the chat, so check him out. And it's going to pretty much wrap it up. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in either MLB, NBA playoffs, NHL. If you're betting the RMRs for Counter-Strike, whatever you're doing today, good luck on it. And we'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll see you guys then. Peace out, guys.